Over the past several years, the National Hurricane Center has not only been improving the accuracy of their forecasts, but how those forecasts are released. I'm Fox 4 meteorologist Andrew Shipley, and starting in 2025, the famous cone will start to be issued even earlier.
We're going to be issuing advisories for storms that are still in their formative stages. In other words, even before they get a name.
And with forecast advisories being released further ahead of potential impacts, that will give you more time to prepare.
Before, those would only begin at 48 hours prior to expected impacts. And now with the 72 hours in advance, not only is that information coming out well before wind watches and warnings would start to be issued, but then we do have that even extra time for getting that watch out up to 60 hours before those impacts are expected.
This becomes even more important as stronger hurricanes become more the norm.
From 2017 to 2024, we have seen as many Category 4 and 5 landfalls as we had in the period from 1960 to 2016.
And impacts can be felt far away from landfall, just like we saw with Hurricane Milton.
People have to understand that these impacts are wide-ranging. Whether it's tornadoes in the outer bands, like with Milton, for example, whether it's storm surge extending far away from the center, like we often see in the Gulf, and winds that can spread very far inland.
The Hurricane Center will also continue to issue its new experimental cone that started the middle of last hurricane season. The new cone includes watches and warnings not only along the coast, but also inland.
Think of the hurricane or the tropical storm as a very large weather system that's impacting many areas of the state of Florida, for example. The cone is only telling us where the center of the storm is more likely to be, but it's not telling us where the impacts are going to be, and that's what we have to remember.
Meteorologist Andrew Shipley, Fox 4.